Am I recording? I am recording. Hello, Internet, and welcome to my home. I am here in my home, as most of you probably are, doing our part to prevent the spread of coronavirus. I'm sure it has not escaped you that it is out there. It's lurking about. I've got all of my things, pillows, my accoutrement. I've got my lonely cactus print back here, and over here on the other side, I've got my lonely buffalo. You're probably noticing a trend. Loneliness, isolation. Ironically enough, I owned both of those before the coronavirus. So I thought while we're all stuck in our homes, glued to our computer screens, this would be a really good time to share some tips for small businesses to help you protect not just your employees, not just your customers, but your business itself, as well as talking about some of the things that Ecwid is doing specifically to support small businesses right now who are being affected by COVID-19. Spoiler alert, Ecwid is giving some of our premium e-commerce tools away for free through the end of 2020. And if that's what you're here for, you can skip right to the end, or you can go straight to ecwid.com/COVID-19 to find out about all those tools and how you can get started. But I digress. Let's get into it. Tip number one, and this one is admittedly a little obvious, take your business online. Now, with increased social distancing, it's becoming less and less likely that customers are going to transact with you at your physical location. I'm here in Southern California right now, and it's really only businesses that offer life essentials that are allowed to even be open at all. And a lot of those, especially restaurants, aren't allowed to have customers inside. They have to do curbside pickup or something like that. So whether you're in one of those locations where you've been forced to close or you've made the decision on your own, wherever possible, you want to take your business online. And even if you're only planning to offer online sales for a limited period of time, and then you're gonna go back to only having a brick and mortar store, which I would not recommend, but even if you are gonna do that, that's okay. Make sure your business is available right now at a website where your customers who are already sitting at their computer screens can come, they can visit you, they can shop in your store, and you can have some revenue coming in. Now you might be saying, okay, I see that I should take my business online, I should be available online, at least right now. Where should I start? I would say that at a minimum, you should set up an e-commerce store that'll allow you to transact from your own website. Now, shameless plug for Ecwid, of course. We offer a totally free solution that'll let you create a website, upload products, and transact, and you can set that all up in just a few minutes. So Ecwid is a really convenient way to get started selling fast and to do that at a really low cost because it's free. Now, once you've got your store set up, you can expand to Amazon, to eBay, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. And with Ecwid, of course, you can do all that right from your control panel. You just connect those things. It's super easy. But set up that basic e-commerce store first. Now, if you're a restaurant who's wanting to set up something like online ordering, an e-commerce store on your website is probably all you need. Now, having said that, if you're also offering physical products like branded merchandise that customers that aren't just in your local area can buy and have shipped or whatever it is, then you might want to consider some of those other channels. But maybe keep that in mind for later and start with setting up the website first. Tip number two, create alternative payment options. Now, if you're still a cash-only business, I would strongly encourage you to not do that. Reason number one, cash is dirty and has germs on it, possibly coronavirus, and you don't want to be responsible for passing coronavirus around on George Washington's head or Abraham Lincoln's head or any of our president's heads. You know what I'm talking about. Reason number two, if someone wants to order something and have it delivered to them, they're probably not gonna pay with cash. I mean, you probably could create some workaround to have them send you cash in an envelope, but I wouldn't recommend it, and I don't think anyone would actually do it. Creating alternative payment options like credit cards, Apple Pay, those kinds of things, whatever non-cash form of payment they may prefer are really important for making your business successful online. Another alternative form of payment that you could use, particularly if you are a small business who's running low on inventory or you're struggling to get things from your vendors, or even just in normal times when you want to offer an alternative gift option, is gift cards. So you can offer gift cards that will allow your customers to make a purchase right now, even if you don't have any inventory, and then redeem that gift card later as their form of payment. So that gets them spending in your store, even if you're running low on inventory, and it lets them know, hey, there are brighter times ahead. I bought this gift card. I'm going to be able to redeem this later once they get inventory in stock. And what's even better is that most gift cards don't even get redeemed. So moral of the story, whatever situation you're in, whether you have inventory or you don't have inventory, it's a good idea to make gift cards available for your customers. Numero 3, offer convenient shipping and pickup options. Now, of course, offering some form of free shipping is becoming more and more the norm, and if you can offer free shipping, you should, and we have another video that talks all about that, but I don't want to talk about that in this video. In this video, I want to talk about some alternative shipping options specifically for small businesses that are very local. The first one obviously being local delivery. So if you have a lot of regional customers who tend to come into your physical brick and mortar store, you can offer delivery for those merchants in that region. So you're still that local mom and pop small business, but right now in this time of social distancing, whether it's mandated or voluntary or whatever it is, you can offer them that delivery option so they can still get those products that they love from that mom and pop small business that they love. Another really, really good and increasingly very, very important option, particularly for restaurants, is curbside pickup. Now, curbside pickup can mean a lot of different things. It can mean you literally bring their package out to their vehicle, or it can mean they come up to your front door, they come up to a window and they collect their purchase from there. But the main idea is that they order online and then they come to your location to pick up. So they're not meandering around your store, looking and browsing at things. They've done all their browsing online. They've selected what their purchases are, and now they're just there to pick those up. So with Ecwid, you can set up local delivery, you can set up curbside pickup, but you can also set up scheduled curbside pickup. So with food, that's really awesome because people like to schedule their meals. They like to know when they're gonna get to eat, so they can say, hey, I wanna pick up my dinner 5 o'clock. I always eat at exactly 5 o'clock, and they are excited about that. The other awesome thing about scheduled pickup is it minimizes human interaction. We're all practicing good social distancing right now, and so with scheduled pickup, that person can know when their item is gonna be ready, or their food, or whatever it is, and they can come and they can pick it up right at that time, and they're not out loitering around in the front of your store or hanging out outside with a bunch of other people. Another super pro bonus tip for packaging, whether you are packaging for delivery or pickup, use good hygiene and sanitation practices. Wear gloves, have a clean, sanitized space where you do all that work. Last but not least, tip number 4, be a good communicator. What's happening? If ever there was a time when your customers are gonna have questions and want updates, it is right now. Are you shipping? What are your hours? Are you expecting store closures? Are there any coupons that you're offering? These are things that your customers are gonna wanna know, and so much more than that. So not even just being a good communicator, but being a good over communicator right now is really, really key. We're all sitting right on our couches, just grasping at any scrap of news and information that we can get. And so this is your chance to really, really communicate and connect with your customers online. So anticipate your customers' questions and things they might want to know, and then be an over communicator. If you feel like you're communicating too much, you're probably communicating the right amount right now. And what's more than that, we live in an amazing time in which we're literally overwhelmed with communication channels. Email, social media, SMS messages, you name it. We have so many channels right now. So my challenge to you is to use those communication channels. Make the best of them right now, particularly right now, when people are dialed in and they're paying attention. Now, 2 communication channels I wanna highlight specifically are email and social media. So let's start with email. Now, email is awesome, particularly if you have a really strong database or you already have a good list of customer emails. And if you haven't prioritized building up your database and your customer emails, I would encourage you to start doing that right now, because even if this weren't a brick and mortar apocalypse, my words, coined it, I would still tell you that you need to be doing email. Email is truly the only owned marketing channel that we have as businesses. We decide when we hit send, we decide who we send it to, and it goes direct to their inboxes, right where they are, right where they're reading things every single day. So don't miss that opportunity, because even when this whole thing is over and we go back to our lives, email is still gonna be a really, really valuable tool that you're gonna wanna be able and be prepared to use effectively. So if you aren't building your email list, you should be. And now social media. If you're not already active on social media, now is the time. There's not been a better time in the history of the world to be active and engaging on social media with your customers. we've already said a couple times in this video that we are glued to our computer screens. You know your customer is on the internet, so engage with them in the places that they already are. Social distancing is driving more and more people to engage with friends, family, businesses on social media. So find the social media channels that your customers are engaging with and engaging on and be there. And your content doesn't have to just be announcements about store closings or your next big offer or anything like that. And in fact, it shouldn't be that. Social media algorithms prioritize content with meaningful interactions. So make that the goal of your content. Share stories, create discussions, respond to your customers when they respond to you, have conversations, but be on social media. All right, now time for the closing and talk about all the free stuff. So real talk for a minute, this is a really, really tough time for a lot of small businesses all over the world. And at Ecwid, we say e-commerce for small business. Small business is our DNA. And so we want to be here to support you. We want to do what we can to help you be successful online right now. And so in response to what's happening with COVID-19 and the challenges that a lot of small businesses are facing, we've decided to make some of our premium tools available on our free plan so you can get access to them totally for free through the end of 2020. So for merchants who aren't ready to spend any money, they can access those tools as well and be successful online. So now I know you're asking me, Tim, I've listened to this whole video, you've rambled, you've talked about things, you've touched your pillows. What are the tools? Well, several of those tools we've mentioned in this video. It's things we've recommended, which is why we've made them free. So right now, the tools that we're making available for free are gift cards, curbside pickup, scheduled pickup, drop shipping, and point of sale through Square. So those are the tools, and whether you are a brand new Ecwid merchant or you've been with Ecwid for years, all of these tools are already available to you right now totally for free. So if you're an Ecwid merchant right now, we've automatically enabled them regardless of what plan you're on, and you can access those specific tools. So I would encourage you to enable all of those tools and start using them as soon as you can. And if you decide at the end of a month or 2 months or the end of the year, you don't want these tools anymore, that's great. You can turn them off. You can do that. That's totally fine. But while you have them, take advantage of them. And of course, Ecwid is always free to get started. You can set up our forever free plan and use it as long as you like, even beyond 2020 into 2092 or however long the world keeps spinning. But ultimately, we want you to know that your business matters. Your livelihood, it matters, and it matters to us. And so we want to help you be successful in any way that we can. And if there's anything else that we can be doing, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And if there's anything that we're doing right that you're excited about, let us know that too. We love hearing that. It's getting warm in here. All right, that's it. That is everything I have for you today. I gotta wrap this thing up. I've gotta give my wife and my son their living room back, so we're calling this a moment. Remember to follow us on social, watch out for more videos, and we'll see you back here soon. Dark mailbox. That's pretty good. It's profound. All right, goodbye.